You are listening to Multiplaying, the companion podcast of the multiplaying.net blog and forum. This is show number 3, recorded on July 17th, 2009.
This is Frank Phoenix Red Sanchez. I'm a host on the Warhammer Alliance podcast at warhammeralliance.com. And you are listening to Multiplaying, which is penetrating you better than an Oscar Mayer Wienermobile.
Welcome to Multiplaying. I am Slurm, your host for the show, and with me tonight is Ab.
Howdy.
Zeli.
Hey there.
And Frank.
What up?
Yes. This is, for those of you who don't know, this is Overly Positives Frank, also known as Warhammer Alliance Frank. No, I'm sure everybody knows who he is.
Whatever. It's
everybody.
like E-list celebrity status on the internet.
He was on The Surreal Life last week.
Anybody
right.
that's listening to this probably knows who you are.
That's true.
My mom won't.
No, that's, yeah.
Now is her opportunity to know, bask in his glory.
Yeah.
I need to get into the abs mom, demographic.
But just stop, okay.
Oh, you don't, I'm sorry, you don't have what it takes.
Oh.
You know who held her heart for so long on
What's
the
that?
show? Wazix.
That's true.
Because of his Texan
He had
accent.
that drawl, yeah.
Yeah.
You're going to have to deal with a Midwestern. Sorry.
Yeah, it's- we get that a lot.
My mom deals with that every day.
Yeah.
And my dad.
Next week, the Abs Mom podcast coming at you.
Yeah.
She's just going to interview people from Texas.
So
Say something. Say more things.
Did you get the script I sent you? Yeah, but it was just like a Wikipedia.
It was very angry things. I'm going to stop.
I have to cut all that out, but anyway.
Here, Waz, read this Harlequin romance, Jim.
Oh, no.
That's your mom.
Anyways,
Yeah.
so what you drinking, Ab?
I'm drinking Guinness, and I'll probably fall asleep halfway through because of it.
About the part when we talk about Farmville?
Yeah. That's my excuse.
I won't talk about Farmville.
Yeah, you will.
Oh, I will, though.
Cool.
What you drinking, Zeli?
Water.
Water? No
Water.
lime or
Vodka.
No,
Well-
I might skip out when someone else starts talking and get something like lime or something to put in it.
what you drinking, Frank?
Well, I have Di Serono on the rocks. So I've got that clinkety going on right there. So that's what
Alright.
Oh,
I've
you're
got.
classy.
That is classy.
Is that the classiest drink we've had on here?
I think so.
Might be.
Very
That's-
well may be.
Wow.
Are you wearing a... Oh, we've done it before, but are you wearing a tux?
No.
Are you wearing a shirt buttoned down to show chest hair?
some gold
Gold chains.
Yeah, are
perhaps?
you wearing gold chains with that?
You're assuming that I'm wearing anything at all.
Are you
That's
wearing
the
Jakar?
first mistake? Oh, no. I have to
Wearing nothing
behave
but a
myself.
sailor hat.
This isn't my home podcast. I have to actually
Have you
make,
heard our
professional.
podcast before?
Yeah, I just heard. I've heard the first 2 eps a couple weeks ago, twice in a row. So I was just sitting there, and I was like, "Well, I gotta come in here and bring the pain."
Bring the rain?
If anything, you're probably going to bring the bar up a little bit higher.
Yeah.
Add it in.
All right.
What are you drinking, Slurm?
Diet Coke.
Diet.
On.
Yeah, no. Rock on. Anyways, what you been playing, Ab?
I've been playing War, and do we have a drum roll sound effect? No. I hit 40.
Oh,
Yeah.
Again.
Yeah.
again.
On
Yes.
order. First time on order, though. And
Shut up.
I respect, and I did some of that. I've only played that guy, and I haven't got a chance to do a lot of RVR with him since hitting 40. I'm kind of bummed. Tonight there was a lot going on. There was a Fortress Siege going on, and I zoned into the zone, and I got there. I should be grateful. I got there just in time to get a tick for taking the fortress, but I didn't do anything. So I mean, that's I guess good and bad. But I haven't got a chance to see the big difference between going from assault to scout stance. So I've been doing that. I also played on the PC Tales of Monkey Island. I bought that, the episodic Telltale's version of the Monkey Island games.
Is that the one with the updated graphics?
Yeah, it looks really good. They're I don't know if you've played any of their other stuff like Sam & Max and that. The engine looks a lot better, but not just that, but the cinematic quality of it is a lot better. The way the camera pans and things, you can tell they're getting a lot better with that, and it's really funny. Pretty, I would say, worthy successor to the Monkey Island games. The only thing I'm bummed about is you have to buy the whole season at once, because it's only episode 1 out right now, so you have to commit to the next 5 ones. It's not like the other ones where you could buy one and.
That's like $35 up front, isn't it?
Yeah. Yeah, so I mean, I liked it a lot, and I probably would have bought it anyway. But what if you hate it?
Right. So how long did it take you to get through the first episode?
Well, I'm almost, I think, to the end. I've been playing, I don't know, 2-3 hours.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Huh.
But I mean, that all goes down to you have to, in that adventure game mindset of whether you get the puzzle or not. I do my best. I do my best to avoid looking up anything in those games because that defeats the whole purpose. So I don't know. Some people probably get through it a lot quicker than me, but it's. I don't know if you played the Strong Bad games by Telltale, but that one was really abstract in the puzzle solving. Like things did not seem logical at all. This game seems a lot better at that. I had to look up stuff in those games. But in this game, things seem to fall in place if you just think about that. In an adventure game, you just end up clicking on everything or trying everything at some point.
This is going to work
no
here.
Sense. Yeah.
One of these things in my bag has to work here.
This map will go with this bomb and it's going to do some. But
you try to think like MacGyver at those situations.
Yeah, and it just ends up like MacGruber. Yeah, I just blow everything up. They're making a movie of that. Isn't that ridiculous?
Really?
No, they're not.
Yes, they are.
Yeah.
Yes, they are.
Gosh.
It's something crazy like Val Kilmer and some other dude are going to be in it too. Just insane.
Obviously, they have not learned from the fact that you just can't make a sketch into an entire movie. It just doesn't happen.
Hey, Wayne's World?
Okay, but no, MacGruber's sketches are the same joke for like 20 seconds. It's not like it
gets old within the 20 seconds.
Yeah, the best part is the song.
It's true.
Ever since Wayne's World was awesome, it's been taken down a peg and just totally negated by movies like It's Pat the Movie and Night at the Roxbury and all that other nonsense. So
hey, don't crack on Night at the Roxbury, man.
I
try to live my life like that.
Remember Ladies Man? What happened to that?
We walked out.
Hey, but you guys didn't like Transformers 2 either, so look at you.
Do you want to open that up again?
Oh yeah, let's bring that out.
Hey, you know what? Even though it's the worst reviewed movie of all time, look at the money it made. Money doesn't lie.
Yeah, people are dumb.
Just saying.
It only made that kind of money because the first one was good. Like, it has nothing to do with the quality of the second one. People just wanted to see this. You know what I mean?
I don't know.
Frankly, I heard 90%.
I don't want to rip on Slurm, but there's a lot of dumb people out there.
Hey, we can't all be lowest common denominator.
Yeah.
Thanks, guys.
Don't worry, Slurm. I know it was 90% giant robots and 10% Megan Fox, or maybe it was the other way around, but it doesn't matter. It's all good.
There's a lot of love in here. There's a lot of love in the Skype right now.
That's right.
I have to say, with the It's Pat, I thought of that, for Son of the Blue, I thought of that character the other day for the first time in I don't know how many years, and I got very angry. I don't know why, but it's like, God damn it. I hated that sketch. It just sucked. I was mad that it existed. I don't know why.
Exactly.
I don't know what made me think of it, but yeah, that's what I've been playing.
It's Pat the movie?
It's Pat. Yeah. It's Pat.
His always like tangent way off.
I've been playing the It's Pat, I'm Mad It Existed game.
Oh, man.
Is that a Flash game?
It's an iPhone game. It's coming out.
I would play that.
Should we let Todd in?
I'm trying.
Oh.
Apparently.
It's ringing. Chewing.
I wonder if Ghost got
Chewing.
them.
Chewing.
I wonder if it's going to be like a Sabi picks up the phone. Right,
No
Shannon?
one knows what that is.
Sabi was this locally here. There was this big news story about this house that was haunted, and it was picking up the extensions, and it was doing a bunch of stuff. So
You could hear him on the phone.
you could hear him on the phone, and he was like talk like this. They thought it was a ghost, and they brought in the news and everything, and the news.
They brought in a Ghostbuster.
They brought in a
type of guy.
Ghostbuster, and he, but the news was there. God damn it!
Yeah.
The news was there, kind of documenting everything. And the Ghostbuster, as they're going along, so it's all the family can't get out of it at this point. I felt bad for him, but the ghost investigator, talked to the ghost, and they had it all documented. The ghost investigator said, "It sounds like someone's just picking up the phone and talking like this."
Picking up the extension
And they found out it was the jackass kid
in the other room.
who had been
And he had been messing with
family for months, thinking they had a ghost. And the kid kept it up when the news were there.
God.
Sabi.
That kid's so grounded.
Sabi, that's what he called himself as a ghost, too.
All right. Well, I guess moving on. Zeli, what you been playing?
Well, my Warhammer subscription has lapsed. But not on purpose. I'm gonna re-up it. It's I misplaced my debit card, and so I had to cancel it and get a new one, and then it's one of those things where I have to plug in the new one still, and I'm lazy, so I have not played much Warhammer this week.
They were all running Gunbad tonight, too.
Oh, I know.
Jay asked where you
Oh, well, let me do that now when we're podcasting. Yeah, I haven't really played EA. I've just been doing the EA Active, and
Yeah.
I have not been playing Farmville.
I just got a trophy in EA Active for 10 hours.
You just
Really?
came in, yeah.
Did the lady yell at you when you got that trophy?
No, she's all positive reinforcement. She likes me.
I cussed that lady out. I flipped her off the other day. I don't care if she can't see me.
I
Too many
got
lunges again there?
Hate that lady.
I just passed 1,000 calories burned on it. Yeah, thanks for the positive. To help out with that.
Congratulations.
Yeah.
Keep it up.
Yay.
Good job, man.
You're super
You should reward yourself with a shake.
Somebody
Really?
pat my back.
thick chocolate milkshake.
Yeah, one of those protein weight gain shakes.
Let's talk about
Isn't it-
McDonald's. I don't know what you're talking about.
But you've not been playing Farmville, right?
Not every day. Not,
Yeah.
not multiple times.
And multiple accounts.
Facebooks every day.
You are multi-boxing Farmville?
Farmville.
Are you serious?
Yeah, I'm playing my husband's Facebook account so that I can level him up enough to send me cool gifts.
Yeah,
Hacks.
I'm getting like emails from people like thanks for the cow, and I got no fucking idea what they're talking about.
He's never my friend at work, Amy. She's like, does he even know he has a farm? He's never seen it. No, he has no idea what it looks like.
Hey, you know what? But we did have a very interesting conversation about Farmville, did we not?
About
MMO crafting.
about how it's this awesome it's this really cool aspect of communal farming type of thing where you're sending each other gifts and helping each other out, and
Yeah.
that would be cool. I don't know, it wouldn't be a bad thing, I think, if MMO crafting could implement something like that. I don't know if Lord of the Rings Online, I know they have farming, but I'm not sure how it's set up. But I wouldn't mind if I planted something and it took 4 hours, but the idea is that every time, you're making money, not a lot, but it's not just a money burn like crafting seems to be in most MMOs, as
Right.
you're leveling up. And
I gotta spend 100 gold to get to level 20 before I can start making any
before
sort
you
of
even
money.
start making any money. But yeah, this one, it's a little bit of profit even, right at the start, and you're still helping your friends, and the more friends you know, the better you're connected with the farming, the better resources you have. And it's
just the whole community thing of it, I thought was cool, because like when you first sent me that thing about doing the Farmville, I think it was last week, a week ago when we recorded, I was like, I don't want to play this. I thought it was retarded.
It is retarded.
It is retarded, but it's addictive. It keeps you going back to it and making sure like stuff's kept up and stuff. And it's just if you took that idea and put it towards crafting an MMO with the community, it'd just be great.
Yeah, if you like implemented it in some way with like guild housing or something, then that would be cool, I think.
Really cool. All right.
This sounds like it needs PvP.
Well,
you need to be able to launch cows into your.
You need to be able to like let rabbits go in people's farms.
we were trying to come up with the imagery of farming in war, seeing some chaos chosen like with a plow or something,
picking strawberries.
he's just farming like
All he does is the special motion in the field. That's
yeah.
his arms flailing crazily as he picks carrots.
Pumpkins for the Raven God.
Oh, that's lame.
If by lame you mean awesome, it'd be great.
So what you been playing, Frank?
Well, I have to confess that this past week I actually haven't been playing much, but it's for a semi sort of important career building reason. I've been studying for the Cisco certification exam, so I'm kind of starting along that track. And I just got the first certification today, so
Congrats.
a CCENT.
That's way more impressive.
Well, but the stuff that I have been playing in between study breaks, for example, I haven't been logging into War lately. But when I do get back in, I'm going to be getting into OpenRVR a little bit more, since I also recently hit 40. Nice. And like Ab, I've basically spec'd out of one spec and gone to another. So instead of Grenadier, I'm now Rifleman. So I went to the single target damage in anticipation for the area of effect nerf that's going to be coming in the next lettered patch, 1.3.0.B, I think it is. And so I've been messing around with that a little bit. Folks
I've been reading about that.
Yeah, it's going to be a significant change as far as the PTS reports are concerned so far. So that can only really be a good thing, considering how AoE has been prior to that. But aside from... Go ahead.
Well, what classes do you think are going to benefit the most from that?
Well,
going to be the flavor of the months after that happens or whatever.
Well, probably what's going to happen is, because there's going to be a little bit more focus on single target damage, you might see a return or resurgence of those classes. So you might see Witch Elves making a comeback, or single target specs, or as far as like not necessarily classes but tactics. Like right now, there's a huge focus on what they call bomb groups, which is basically just a few AoE classes, like a tank to absorb the damage and like a healer. And so they just dominate. And so you're probably going to see a little bit of a change on that front, where you might see more focus fire tactics, because you're going to need to do more single target damage, since AoE is going to be sort of nerfed a little bit. So there's that. But aside from that, I've been playing some console RPGs. I have a Gamefly account, which allows me to get a couple of games in the mail for those.
You gotta be pretty special to get one of those. Do you have a Discover card?
Well, apparently, I had to work some dark Asian magic to get it to actually activate my account and send me games every 10 days or so. But because of that, I've been playing some console RPGs. So I just finished Infinite Undiscovery for the Xbox 360, and I'm working on Star Ocean: The Last Hope now. So those are real interesting games. I've been a console RPG junkie since forever, so it's really good to get into sort of those games after you've been grinding away in an MMO for a while and play those. So if it wasn't for the god-awful voice acting, I'd probably enjoy them a lot more.
I've heard good things about Infinite Undiscovery. I've been tempted to try that.
Well, it's one of those, it's like Transformers 2. It got some really bad reviews, but it's actually pretty decent if you think about it.
Oh, good lord.
I know. I've heard from a lot of people that really liked it.
I didn't bring it up.
I had to.
Hey, I can plant pineapple now.
Oh, yeah. Great. So
Are you playing Farmville while podcasting?
Yeah.
It doesn't
This is a
take
new
much.
low. This is a new low.
It doesn't take
Oh.
much.
I tend to ramble,
be
so
s-
it's not a big deal.
Don't be surprised next time you're in the bedroom together. Never mind.
If they only had an iPhone app.
I know, that was my $1 million idea.
Wow.
They
Yeah.
need to do an iPhone app. iPhone Farmville. But anyways,
How is your $1 million idea to take someone else's intellectual property? Like, you're not going to make money on that. They are.
but now that I said it, they have to pay me for the idea, right? No?
Yeah, because I don't.
No, because Farmville took Farmtown, and Farmtown took Barn Buddies, and I mean,
Yeah, everybody steals.
you can't say farming is an intellectual property. It's
That's right.
farming.
No, I'm saying if he's taking that whole format and switching it to, you should just come up with like iFarm.
I was just about to say, I'm going
Yeah.
to trademark iFarm.
There you go.
Bam, pedow.
We're gonna make this happen.
Money.
I-
This and my anchor, dead body
The
anchor
anchors.
idea.
You're dead body.
We're gonna have a tropical. We're gonna be relaxing on a tropical island pretty
Yes.
soon.
With a yacht.
With a yacht that has a dead body anchor.
Yeah.
That's right.
Hey, but go back for a minute to the gameplay thing. Is the gameplay not good? I was actually considering doing it.
It takes a long time to get your stuff.
Really?
Yeah.
For me, it did. I canceled mine about 6 months ago.
That is probably the biggest craptastic thing about it, is that if you have a single game account, it takes forever. Anywhere between 5 days to 10 days, which is crazy because I'm in
Don't
Chicago.
they say that it's supposed to be like a 2-day turnaround or something like
No.
Yeah, from the time that they recognize your game is back, which could be
Yeah.
anywhere between 7 and 10 days.
And they
Oh my
try
God.
to they try to say that most places will actually, like, when you put it into the mail, they will signal them that it's back. And that's never happened for me.
that? Bullshit, yeah.
Yeah, it just doesn't
Huh.
happen. So most
Whereas-
guys who sign up for GameFly, they sign up for 2 games so that they can have 1 game in while 1 game is going back out.
I got you.
Kind of like the Wiener Bill, but
Hi-oh.
But I can't afford a Discovery card, so I can't afford to do the 2 game. I'm not Diamond Joe Quimby over there.
Moving on. Let's see. Did I get everybody as far as what you're playing?
Yeah.
Wait,
about
did I
you?
say what I was? I
No.
didn't say what I was playing. Let's see. This week, what have I been playing? I picked up Demigod, and I have not had a chance to play it online yet. I'm actually probably going to be going over to the lagwar.com. They play Demigod on Tuesdays, which we'll make a little announcement about that later. But I think I'll probably go try to play with them online. But I've been playing through the single player just to get familiarized with the game. And at first, I didn't like it. I actually was kind of regretting the purchase for a while there. But as I got to understand all the skill trees and stuff and how the game was really intended to be played, it's actually a lot of fun. I can't wait to try it online.
And that's the Dota clone, right?
Yeah, basically.
Now, does it? Because I remember reading reviews and they kind of bashed it for not really having a single player campaign. Is that
It
true?
doesn't. I mean, it's a Stardock game, just like Sins of a Solar Empire was. Sins of
Right.
a Solar Empire is just basically a multiplayer game, and the single player game is just skirmishes, just like what the multiplayer would be, just you're fighting against the computer. That's all that Demigod is, too. You go through a single player tournament, if you will, but it's the exact same thing as playing it online.
Does it train you at all?
No, not at all. That's actually a big complaint that I've read online about the game, is that there is no training. The manual on it's very skimpy. But in all honesty, if you've played RTSs before, or if you've played any like Diablo or MMO style thing that uses skill trees, you should be able to pick it up. It's not that hard to pick up.
I wish they put out a demo for that because I really want to try it, but I
Yeah.
don't want to drop the money on it.
That's what took me so long to pick it up, because I was like just waiting. I was like, come on, put out a freaking demo. But it was only $40, and I've heard so much good about it, and I was in the mood for a little bit of RTS. But even though I'll say it controls like an RTS, but it doesn't feel like an RTS. I don't know. It's hard to explain. You control like an RTS, but you pretty much only control one person. But like, I've never played Dota, so I don't know exactly how it played. But
Just like that.
Just like that? Okay.
Yeah, you kind of rolled around with one person that you skilled up.
Okay. Yeah, so it's like that then.
It was
But
like the
yeah.
hero units from Warcraft 3 that you were just
Right.
controlling a hero unit.
Yeah, that's exactly how I was explaining it to a guy at work today. So I like it though. It's very pretty. But see, other than that, I don't think I've been playing much other than that. Little Team Fortress 2. That's about it.
Oh yeah, me too.
Yay!
Oh yeah, me too. I played my first person shooter.
Oh
Did
yes, you
you-
did.
It was really fun.
You did
Did
pretty
you-
good.
I did not.
Yes, you did
that being your first
out.
time, and you were playing against people who knew what they were doing.
No, I played against you guys. Remember?
No, you didn't get it.
Wait a minute. Oh.
You didn't get into that match. Never mind. Sorry.
Oh yeah. I didn't get into the. We tried to play with control point. Well, you guys actually did, but yeah, I did not.
Got my
get
ass
into
kicked.
that.
Did you?
Yeah, for the most part.
Oh yeah, was I on there?
Yeah.
Okay.
Did you pick a pyro like Wes recommended to you?
Yeah,
Did-
I loved it. It's awesome. You like just run in there and just fire the crap out of somebody, and they burn up like crazy. It's awesome.
She pictures the heads as the chick from the EA Active.
Tell me to do lunges. Show you.
Talking about lunges.
I can handle the lunges. It's the jump lunges.
Oh my god!
What is up with jump lunges?
Fucking
No one
squat,
does that.
Squat holds. Oh
Human
my god.
knees are not made to do jump lunges.
That
Yeah, I mean-
whore had me do that right after
The
Champions Run.
Oh, hello.
She had me run and then do jump lunges, and I just wanted to punch the screen.
She had me do inline skating and then jump lunges. I was like, are you freaking kidding me?
Yesterday.
Oh my god, the inline skating's horrid.
But that's fun.
It's fun, but it's rough.
It's hard, yeah.
Yesterday, that skank had me do 2 squat holds and 2 jump lunges in one thing.
Hello?
Hey there.
Hey.
How are you?
Good. Just got the screaming baby to bed.
Yay! Winning, everybody.
All right.
How's it going?
Hey.
He's playing the role of Paz tonight.
Yeah.
Well, it's because you guys want to start so early.
Sunroom. Solarium.
Yeah, Solarium.
Your
the baby
haunted,
to bed in
your
Solarium.
haunted solarium.
Yeah.
Since we were just finishing up the what you've been playing, we'll just end with Winning. What you been playing, Winning?
Well, I've been playing Age of Chivalry. So, have you guys talked about that yet?
No, we have
Nope.
not.
Well, I was, after our conversation a couple weeks ago about wouldn't it be nice if there was a Team Fortress kind of game that felt more like a MMO with fantasy stuff. I found this one on Steam, and it's free mod if you own Team Fortress or one of those games. And it's basically what we were looking for. It's kind of like each map is like a scenario from war, and you can play as a heavy tank with big armor, but you go slow, or a medium like a melee DPS, or a ranged. And it's pretty good for a free mod. They did a very impressive job.
Yeah, for something free, it's not too bad.
Yeah. So I've been playing that plus a little bit of Team Fortress and Left 4 Dead. Had a few Left 4 Dead nights as online, which was a lot of fun. We got a Ruth on there the other night, and then I joined a random server. I just did hit the quick connect, and it put me in a tag server. So everybody was playing as hunters, and I guess you had to tag each other, or someone was it. I couldn't figure out what was going on.
So you dragged
Basically
down the match.
Yeah, basically everyone in chat started telling me how much I sucked.
Yeah, that's
Nice.
great.
Yay.
They just updated, or they're gonna update it. They announced it where you can actually view a server browser, so you don't just have to do a random thing.
Oh, that's cool.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
great.
Yeah, that's one of the main limits of Battlefield Heroes. Every time
Yeah.
you play, it's random server.
Yeah.
All right, is that all you've been playing, man?
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah.
That and unpacking.
And playing the unpacking, try to get baby to bed game.
Yeah, I had a little bit of. Well, yeah, I haven't even had a chance to play the EA Active yet.
We were just
I
talking
own it
about
now.
that.
That's dominating this podcast.
Right.
We're
Be
gonna
nice
be
to the lady
fit,
now.
fit gaming podcast ever.
Oh, the guy's a jerk, though. I did my first 30 days with the guy. Oh, he's so insincere.
He's a douchebag.
He's so insincere.
He doesn't mean it.
No, he doesn't. And the one thing I do like is when the lady tells me I'm poetry in motion. That really makes me feel good.
Oh, she says poetry. I thought she said poultry.
Well, maybe she said poultry.
It's so weird how different they are, because on the inline skating, the girl will, if you're messing up, she'll say, you finished strong, I commend you. And the guy will say, you're going to hurt yourself out there.
It totally makes you feel bad.
Doesn't pull any punches there.
No.
Wish more women would tell me I finished strong. Anyways, moving on.
Wah, wah.
Wah, wah, wah.
Yeah. Aren't you married?
So,
He can still wish.
Caught in your web of lies.
I'm going to blog about this. Moving on. Next, we're going to talk about Frank. Let's
What?
stop talking about me and talk about Frank. Frank runs a great blog called Overly Positive. You can see it at overlypositive.com. I describe it, at least I wrote it up on here, as I describe it as one part gaming news, one part gaming philosophy, and a dash of Stephen Colbert. Is that about accurate, Frank?
Just about.
Just about?
I think that there's a lot of blogs out there, and they do they just kind of rant on, and I like reading those just for the popcorn factor. But at the end of the day, there's always a place for somebody to be positive and sunny. And hey, you know what? It's not so bad. It's not the end of the world. There's always a reason to put a smile on your face. So that's what I have with Overly Positive. And typically what you'll see on the site is you'll probably never see me use the word suck. You'll probably never see me use the word epic fail. At least not in the right context.
How about epic flail? Because I hear you can get those in WoW if you do the right raid instance.
Oh yeah, well you might see an epic flail, but probably never an epic fail, and rarely any face palms. So if you are not really looking for someone who's just kind of pissed off at the world and sort of just going on and on about how the gaming industry sucks, drop by where I am, because there's always something good to say.
Okay, I need to ask. You're someone who's writing on the internet positive. How much weed do you smoke when you write?
I was going to say, he sounds like a hippie to me.
I love you, man.
That's right.
Riding in the back of my VW van.
Down by the river.
We are the trust file of the internet. So you can come by and you can see articles that don't really have very much bad things to say every so often. Although every so often you might see a comment from somebody who maybe doesn't understand what the blog is all about.
That's usually me.
For example, no, Slurm is actually he gets it. He gets it good. But
hence his earlier comments.
Sounds hot.
The one time I wrote about the Left 4 Dead 2 boycott, if you guys had heard about that in the news a while back.
Yeah.
These guys who were like, oh my god, they're releasing another game, it's too soon.
I don't like good things.
Based upon 1 minute of trailer, I'm going to not purchase the game, even though I'll probably purchase the game, like 5 months from now and all that. And you know what? I had to post about how it was so great that they were doing this and that it was totally going to be effective. And, internet petitions always are successful all the time. And I had somebody call me a good politician in a comment because they thought I could lie pretty well. Just, I don't know, some people don't get it, but that's the kind of thing that I write on my blog.
Did you guys see where Valve came out and said that they are looking in the possibility of cross-game play between the first one and the second one?
Yes, they're looking to build that. Every week, another piece of information comes out about what Valve is doing to actually make the game a little bit better in terms of the backwards compatibility and all that. And I mean, come on, guys. If anybody deserves to actually make money, it's Valve. Because
there's one
freaking
freaking company that deserves a pass or deserves your faith. It's them.
Yeah.
Didn't you say that last week about BioWare?
Oh, well, yeah. If there's two companies,
two.
Wait, no, three. Three
Well, no, they're in a rare. Those two are in rare company that I don't know why people would give them shit. They haven't really done anything. I don't want to say wrong, but not really.
You should probably point out that BioWare did not make KOTOR 2 or.
I didn't say they did.
No, I know, but
Somebody
I've heard
did
that.
didn't they?
I've heard that around a few places. Like that
No,
people point out.
Obsidian made
you're
it.
You're saying that someone on the internet has incorrect information?
Yeah, they go, oh yeah, they've never made a bad game. Look at KOTOR 2 and look at Neverwinter Nights 2, and I'm like, they didn't make either of those.
Obsidian made both of those.
Yeah, BioWare didn't do either of those. So.
Yeah.
You know, Infinity Ward's a pretty good company too.
Yeah, them.
Yeah.
They haven't really
So
made
3.
a bad game. Yeah, what other game companies have not made a bad game?
Well, you could
That's all
say
I got.
Blizzard.
You could say Blizzard. I would agree with Blizzard.
You
They're
can
in
say
red-
Blizzard, but there are people that are not happy with Blizzard.
Well, I don't think they're
I don't-
unhappy
I don't
because
like
of their bad product. They're unhappy because they're kind of like Microsoft.
Yeah, I don't like them
Making
because
a lot
of
of money.
their marketing.
Yeah.
Dan, their success.
Yeah, they're doing too well. We need to beat them back.
They're
Yeah,
boatloads
as
of
far-
money.
Yeah, as far
I
as
could-
games go, they're good, but it's just I don't like the marketing.
Yeah. It's
They're
very few companies that you can
It's
step
not
up.
gaming related, but boycott related. The new Futuramas.
Oh, God.
Jason.
Oh,
told
I'm
me
signing that
something today.
petition.
Yeah. Jay, you gotta say, because I didn't actually read the article.
Well, Car had found it, but it's been on Entertainment Weekly. It's been on Variety, so it's seems confirmed. But apparently, the Comedy Central episodes that Fox commissioned, their budget is dramatically reduced, and they can't afford the original voice cast. So they are recasting all the major voices for the show. I don't know why they would continue on with it.
Yeah,
But
seems pointless.
I had
Which is
read
dumb.
I had read on IGN that there's some hope that when The Simpsons so many years ago had the same type of incident where the cast was demanding a lot, they did do casting calls for them too.
Yeah,
So it doesn't mean that negotiations are shut out. And
it
actually,
may be
they're-
a tactic.
yeah, definitely. Because the cast is scheduled to appear at Comic-Con next week on a panel.
That'll be
for the
awkward.
Yeah, weird. I wonder if anyone will ask about that.
Any questions for us?
Oh,
Why aren't
God.
you doing the voices?
So
I love that show.
Yeah,
No, it'd be-
I can't watch it with different voices. They just might as well not do it. So hopefully they get it fixed.
I don't know.
Who else
I
is
like the
gonna do-
writing. I
Who
think
else
the
is going
writing's
to
good
deliver
enough.
lines like Billy West?
Yeah, I love the writing too, but it's those voices that give the characters the personality. So I even the writing might be good. I can't watch it if it's different people.
Maybe you need to watch it in a different language, like Japanese.
There you go.
Yeah, I'll just read it. Yeah.
Read it all. Just turn
Subtitles.
the sound off and turn closed captioning on.
Do second audio program. Let's do it in Spanish.
Nice.
They'll get the voice of the chick that does Dora the Explorer to do Leela.
Oh,
It'll be like that Saturday Night Live skit where they had Dora. Did you guys ever see that?
No.
Oh, that's hilarious.
It was. I think it was the same chick, but it was a Robert Smigel cartoon where it was Dora, and it was just her, saying just the oddest things. I can't remember them offhand, but she would ask like her friend, like, can he find the red balloon? Do you believe in God? And she would just pause for like 20 seconds.
Or no, the one time when she was like, "So stand up," and she's like, "I said stand up. Do it now."
Do it. She was on the edge of just losing it.
I saw one with Robot Chicken with her, and she was getting stopped at the border by Homeland Security. He got sent back to Mexico.
those guys have got awkward humor down, like
Oh,
to
yeah.
a science. And then I think what Robot Chicken does is it adds that geekery element. Like I just saw a recent sketch where where he redid the last part of Return of the Jedi, and it was basically Boba Fett coming back and massacring all of the Ewoks. It was hilarious, and he whipped out 2 lightsabers, and it was just like great. It was
Oh, speaking of Boba Fett, did you guys see the new Force Unleashed downloadable content announcement?
Uh-oh.
Yeah.
I have.
Well, the Star Wars Force Unleashed game, they're having there's going to be some downloadable content for it, but I guess a bunch of the achievements were already like seen, so that you kind of already know what's going to be in the downloadable content. I can't remember what all of them were, but the one that I wrote down that I thought was hilarious, and it was a little bit of a Die Hard reference, was the achievement is, and the quarterback is toast.
Hey, they stole it.
But the thing is that that is when you defeat Boba Fett.
Oh.
Yeah,
And everything else in the achievements seem to revolve around stuff in like Return of the Jedi.
which is really weird considering the way the story of Force Unleashed actually unraveled. I mean,
Yeah.
how do you even do that? Like, it's
I don't know.
kind of interesting to see.
Because I think one of the achievements was to kill a Rancor with the gate or whatever. It was like, what? So we'll see.
Yeah.
That game
Yeah,
was
never-
on sale too. I think this past week, or it might still be on sale for like $20 at GameStop.
Yeah, it was super cheap.
No, I
It's
gotta
totally
pick it up.
worth it. Totally
I like-
worth it.
Yeah,
I like the demo, but never played the game.
the game's pretty good.
You have to sort of get used to the controls and your powers and things like that. And there are times when you do things with, massively with your force powers. Like, God, I won't spoil it, but the whole ship thing was just that took me like 5 tries to do, because I'm like, what is this? How am I? I can't do it right. But it was a really
Some of the
good-
control.
I didn't like the. I was fighting in the demo the walker, and I'm kind of jumping around, forcing it and hitting it and such, and then I had to like hit A B C A C, go through a bunch of combinations.
yeah.
And it seemed like a weird way to finish a fight.
Oh yeah.
Welcome
Don't
to God
worry.
of War.
Yeah,
If
that's from God of War. It's a lot of games that do that now.
You need to go back further than that. If you play Shenmue, you will have no trouble with
Oh,
God.
Jeez.
no trouble
I'm
at all.
looking
You
for
just
sailors.
I don't know what the game's about, but
have you seen
It's
Hey,
basically it's a high-low driving simulator.
it is
I still got that up in the attic with my Dreamcast.
with a gambling side game. It's
For
gonna
how
be
bad that game was, I don't know why I loved it. It was a great game.
Because it was for that time. That game was so deep for that time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it wasn't like an action. I mean, it wasn't like a massive action game. I mean, there was a story attached to everything that you did, and yeah, some of the stuff was boring and extremely awkward. But I mean, it was a innovative game for its time. I mean, no
It
other
was
game
so
really.
huge.
Yeah, it was. But yeah,
But anyways, going back to I don't know, where the hell did we go with this tangent?
Where did we
It was-
start?
I don't know. I was
I
going to
think
start
we're
talking
talking about
Frank.
how you got out of jury duty.
I faked an STD. Anyways, Frank, I was going to pose a few questions to Frank since he is our special guest. First one I had was, what games are you most looking forward to in the upcoming year or so?
well, speaking of timed button presses, I'm really looking forward to God of War 3. I've been very hooked on the whole like action, beat 'em up genre ever since Final Fight, and that was a long, long time ago. And I never really picked up the genre until Heavenly Sword came out, and that was a really good game. And then I played God of War, and those games are just amazing. I mean, the way that they make the encounters so epic, and they make everything so brutally violent is ridiculous.
Have you seen the video on G4?
Oh yeah, I saw him rip out a Chimera's horn and stab him through the eye. I mean, that was just amazing. Rip out a centaur's guts and stuff like that, And so that's one game I'm looking forward to. But the RPG in me is looking forward to Final Fantasy 13 next year. So that's going to be pretty fun, as well as the new Metal Gear games. Those are going to be great. I've always enjoyed the story element, although 4 sort of took it in a direction where, I mean, that was it. It was just a nice way to kind of tie up the series in a nice little bow. So it'd be interesting to see where those games take it from there. And aside from that, really looking forward to Star Wars The Old Republic, speaking of BioWare, and hoping that they're going to be doing pretty good with that game as well.
when do you think that one's coming out?
Oh, you know what? We're probably we'll probably be talking about it, about it coming out at this time next year, to be honest. I mean,
Yeah.
if
And there's
any,
all these podcasts that are weekly talking about the game. I don't see how they can keep that up.
Yeah, its material is extremely tough to find right now, especially since it's very periodic that they release stuff. But I think it's just buzz. It's excitement, and because you have an IP that you can just draw a whole bunch of discussion topics out of, and just what if this was in the game, and what if that was in the game. So I mean, there's a healthy amount of material you could use. It's just mostly speculation right now.
Yeah, the opportunity for irresponsible speculation there is monumental.
Oh yeah.
I will say that the guys over on ToroCast, I mean, they haven't put out one in a couple weeks, I think, but when they were doing a weekly, they were picking apart everything that came off of that website, but they were really, I don't know, intelligent about it too. I like the ToroCast; it's pretty good.
Oh yeah, it's definitely a good one. I listened to that as well, and it's just, if the industry has taught any developer anything in these last year or so, it's to just be cautious about what you're releasing to the public. Yeah. And what you're talking about and what you're promising, because you don't want to overpromise and underdeliver like so many of these other companies have, and all that. So, but yeah,
that sounds negative. That sounds like a negative comment from you.
Well, I don't. When I'm talking, I can be as negative as I want to be.
So you're not smoking weed tonight?
No, it's the alcohol talking. It's the amaretto. It's like Jekyll and Hyde, If I get some alcohol in me, I start becoming negative. So
wear sailor hats.
By the end of this podcast, I'm going to be like fucking BioWare, Mythic.
Fucking Valve with their Left 4 Dead 2.
Where's the petition?
Trying to make
I don't even have EA Sports active, but I think that girl's a
bitch. That girl's a bitch.
This chick's a cunt.
You just have to take it a step higher.
I called her that last week. I didn't put it in the podcast.
Nice.
It's the power of being the one who edits.
Yeah.
Because I edit this week.
It was like they were already talking, and I came in the room, and I was putting on my headphone, and I was like, the motherfucking cunt. I'm like, wow, I can't start the podcast with that.
Goddamn cracker.
That's our new bumper.
Skinny bitch.
Is Zeli gonna have to choke a bitch?
Yeah, I would. If I could reach through there.
It's good that you can.
Yeah.
The only other question that I had for Frank was the upcoming MMO releases that are coming. The Champions Online, Aeon, like you said, Tor may be, the Old Republic may be a little too far out to really use as a gauge right now, but the ones that are coming out this year, I don't know when Fallen Earth's coming out or if it'll even have a huge impact, but what impact do you, and this is actually for anybody, what impact do you think that those MMOs are going to have on the existing ones like WoW and War and whatever else is already out there?
Well, the way I see it is that any of these MMOs coming out, if they actually succeed, that will ultimately be a good thing for the industry. I mean, I think we've gone through WoW tourism just way too much in these last 2 years with, people looking for something like WoW, but not really, and then playing another game for 2 or 3 months and then just going back to it. And it's really hurt the industry because, from a developer standpoint, people think that they need to have WoW-like elements in order to succeed instead of sticking to core design, and that's really been difficult for them. And then from a player standpoint, it's just, God, if you don't like WoW, if you don't like the McDonald's of MMOs, what are you going to eat? What kind of burger joint are you going to go to? And so if any of these other MMOs open up a nice little market that other people can actually play in, I think it'll be great. Champions, I think, has probably the best chance of doing that, mostly because they're in the superhero sort of genre. So, there's not much ground broken there except for city heroes and villains. Yeah. And I'm not convinced with Ion. A lot of people are high on Ion right now. And, it's what I wrote about, which is guarded optimism, the MMO love affair. So there's going to be a honeymoon, then an eventual, wait a minute, something is not right here. But you know what, I'll stick with it for a little bit. And then the eventual breakup. So you know what, you just got to manage your expectations accordingly. And I think the same thing's going to happen with Ion. It's grindy MMO from all
Just
rumors.
too much like WoW, probably.
No, it's more like it's too much like if you've played any kind of free-to-play Eastern MMO, because the style is very different. Repels is one, Ragnarok Online, Lineage 2, if you want to pick the same developer. They're very grindy, very sort of linear and very kind of repetitive. And, it's great because there's a certain kind of audience that likes that and expects that. But when it hits a Western audience, I don't know. I'm a little bit skeptical about how it's going to come out, and looks aren't everything. So I hope that they have a good impact despite all of that on the market. I think there's going to be a lot of people that take a chunk out of the WoW armor, and for War too, unfortunately. But War's got bigger problems they need to take care of. So.
Oh, you're letting it all out here on the podcast.
What's going on with Guild Wars 2? Like, am I the only one who is anticipating this MMO?
Oh, I am.
I can't wait for Guild Wars 2, and there's no information on it at all.
Yeah.
Oh,
Is it going to be the same model or what?
It's there's going to be no
Same
monthly
pay model.
subscription. No monthly subscription. It's just you buy the box. But they're changing up the actual world. They're making it more interactive, so it won't be like instanced world. And you'll be able to jump. You will be able to jump. They say.
Oh,
Whoa. Massive edition content.
Yeah.
It's like going from Doom to Doom 2.
we couldn't patch that into the original game. We had to make a second game for that.
That's
The
right.
technology did not allow for jumping.
Even without jumping, Guild Wars was still a really good game, especially for no monthly fee.
Yeah,
Well,
I
you know
liked it
what?
For a while.
With Ion, I mean, even though it's not the same studio, it's sort of the same umbrella with NCSoft. I mean, Ion has the spotlight. Like, you can't really... And nobody's talking about Guild Wars 2 because they're all talking about how NCSoft East is dealing with Ion. So that's might be part of it. But, you know what, to be honest, I'd forgotten about it until you mentioned it. So... But, yeah.
Has anybody else got any questions for Frank?
Yeah, I got one. So we have Aberrant, Zeli, Slurm, Winin, and Frank. Is Frank your real name, or is this like a screen name for you?
We should all change up this week, yeah.
My real name is Hyacinth.
Your real name is bracket XXO Killer Z close bracket.
He may not want everyone to know his game name because he probably doesn't want to get annoyed in game.
Oh no! You know what? On the War PTS test server, I don't know what I was thinking. I was probably high from writing. From writing overly positive, but I transferred my character and changed the name to Phoenix Red, which is actually my nickname on the Warhammer Alliance forums, and I got so many tells. It was ridiculous. From people who were like, "Oh my God, is that really XYZ?" to "You banned me 2 months ago. You got anything to say now? You're not even 40. You're a bitch." And I was just like, stuff like that. But yeah, no, I actually don't like online pseudonyms. If I use my real name, that's pretty much what I prefer. I'll rarely use my full real name. But yeah, I don't know. It's just me. I'm not. I don't know. I can't get behind a pseudonym unless I really have to. I don't know how the rest of you feel about that.
When I was playing EverQuest, I would actually try to roleplay, and each character I played slightly differently, but my friends all just called me by Winin, which was my main character, so I just gave up, and all my characters I roleplayed exactly the same way.
I don't know why. I don't even think we thought about it when we started the podcast, did we? Did we even talk about whether to use real names or fake names?
No, we didn't.
No, we all go by the game
Like
name.
a handle.
Usually.
Yeah.
My name's Slurm in real life, too, though.
Well, we always kind of mix it up anyway.
I would believe that you would legally change it.
Yeah.
I've thought
you
about
would
it.
if you could.
I would buy that.
I've thought about getting it tattooed.
In Chinese.
And it got silent.
Wouldn't that be a copyright
Slurm is
infringement?
completely serious.
Wow,
Like writing this down.
Well, that's the thing. I figure one of these days,
No,
somebody from Fox or somebody that works in an affiliate is going to find out about the site and see that I use that as my name, and the fox will come down on me. So if I have my name legally changed by then, like have it tattooed and everything, I don't know if there's much they can do about it.
Dude, it's my name.
That's right.
Yeah, you need to get on the ball with that.
Yeah, your poor daughter, though, when she's introducing you, I'm like, this is my dad, Slurms.
Yeah, he runs a blog and a podcast about
And-
games.
She's put her head down. She's like, he's gonna say "Wimmy Wham Wham Wazzle." He's gonna say it.
Father-daughter dance.
Well, you won't have to worry about her dating for a while.
Yeah, you're good.
I have to run off here. Help. Abby needs a little bit of help going to bed.
Okay,
All right.
Right.
All right,
See
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 you
you
later.
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 Guy. See you, guy. We'll probably be winding this down anyways, though.
Yeah.
I think we're going to go to what Game On nights are coming up next. For those of you that don't know, or this first time in, we do Game On nights. Last week we brought it up that we were going to start doing them on Tuesdays and Thursdays. But after finding out, like right after the podcast, that lagwar.com actually does Tuesdays and Thursdays, and we wanted to kind of switch it around so we can play both over on their site. Maybe they could join us on ours. So we're actually switching it to Mondays and Wednesdays. So the next game on night that we're going to have is Monday, July 20th. We're going to be playing Team Fortress 2. About 9 o'clock p.m. And that's Eastern Standard Time. So if you want to get on Steam and look up in the community, look up Multiplaying and join our Steam group, and then join us on there for some games. Or if we're on at any time, go ahead and join in whatever we're playing. Say hi. We'll also be doing the plan is we'll be doing Left 4 Dead on Wednesdays. There's also now a calendar up on the website too. So if you go to multiplaying.net. And up at the top bar, hit event calendar. That'll take you to the calendar, and you can see whatever games or any other events that we decide to post. So that's all I got for that.
We got a lot of comments on our last show, and I'd like to encourage anyone who may feel like sharing to post comments. So it
Yes,
was nice
please.
hearing some feedback and thoughts and knowing that people are listening. Yay.
It was great. Yay!
People download this crap.
They totally do.
They listen? What is
Yeah.
that?
Well, I
I'm
don't know if they
ama-
listen.
I'm amazed that they listen to the Warhammer Alliance podcast on a daily basis. I'm just like, someone's like, I listen to this when I'm working out. It's great. And I'm like, what?
It's motivation.
It's motivation.
I don't listen to it, so you feel a little bit better.
Oh,
I'm totally kidding.
I'm not sure if that was positive reinforcement or or what.
I'm kidding.
I had trouble downloading the last one.
Yeah, I don't know.
14.
Some people had trouble doing it and just had to like reload their iTunes to make it work. But I don't know. It was kind of weird. I'm gonna have to check out what's going on with GCast, see what's
Yeah.
up. But
Weird.
I had a problem downloading it because I reinstalled Windows and iTunes and everything, and I forgot to set it up again. So
oh,
I'll probably be listening to the last 2 episodes here pretty soon.
yeah, we had some good people on. So
But yeah, I am actually still listening to, even though there's only a couple Warhammer podcasts actually going anymore, I am actually still listening to them because I'm getting this inclining. Or
It's coming back.
I might try it out again. I don't know.
They're coming back.
oh yeah.
At least until Champions gets here, I might jump back in.
Why
and see.
not? What are you doing? You're doing nothing. That's what you're doing.
I'm
Doing a
playing
whole
the
lot
side-
of
You're sitting there
nothing.
with your dick in your hand, doing nothing.
It's like I
Wanna-
got 2 microphones.
Oh my goodness.
Anyways, I think we'll end with that.
God damn it! I gotta break the podcast. As soon as I say something.
No, it's great. Who wants to do the outro?
Well, not me. After last
Me.
week.
No,
Hey,
no, don't
I-
make the guest do it.
I tried to make it more reader friendly.
Oh, we don't need someone to do the outro because Sarc from GAFCast sent one in.
But I made it more reader friendly.
Not this time, buddy. Next week. We'll use it next week. Because that was really cool that he took the time to do that.
that's true. We haven't used it yet.
You gotta encourage the listeners
Oh,
to
yeah.
participate. Because our whole blog and community thing is about getting more people to participate. So, you gotta get on board with it.
Thanks, sir.
It's not
You're
the
look-
Slurm show.
You're looking for more bumpers, aren't you?
We're
Yes.
always looking for a hot new bumper.
I need to. I don't know if editing. Like I say, caught like 5 times in the bumper that I submitted. So there's no way you can creatively edit in multiplaying into it. So
Multiplaying.
Drop it like 9
Oh,
times.
yeah? Yeah, test me.
it was a challenge in disguise.
Yeah, I can do this.
All right.
That's it. We're just dead air now.
Yeah,
We're
it's
just
like,
dead air.
I got blue balls.
Oh.
I'm spent.
There's no finish. Yeah.
Because I like you so much, but y'all are messes. Thanks for listening to Multiplaying, the companion podcast to multiplaying.net. We aren't affiliated with anything or anyone. Our views are solely attributable to the fools who express them. Send comments, suggestions, vitriolic hate mail, etc., bitches, to multiplaying@gmail.com. Remember, if you want to join in on the fun, check out the blog and forum at multiplaying.net.